Here is Romans 7:12 from the New International Version NIV of the Bible, followed by an explanation of each verse. Romans 7:12 NIV. 7. What shall we say, then? Is the law sinful? Certainly not. Nevertheless, I would not have known what sin was had it not been for the law. For I would not have known what coveting really was if the law had not said, "You shall not covet." 8. But sin, seizing the opportunity afforded by the commandment, produced in me every kind of coveting. For apart from the law, sin was dead. 9. Once I was alive apart from the law, but when the commandment came, sin sprang to life, and I died. 10. I found that the very commandment that was intended to bring life actually brought death. 11. For sin, seizing the opportunity afforded by the commandment, deceived me, and through the commandment put me to death. 12. So then, the law is holy, and the commandment is wholly righteous and good. Expounding the verses, verse 7, Paul is addressing a possible misunderstanding about the law and sin. He clarifies that the law itself is not sinful, but rather, it reveals sin by defining what is wrong, coveting. Verse 8, sin uses the law to provoke sinful desires. The law exposes sin, but also provides sin with an opportunity to exert its influence. Without the law, sin is dead or inactive, because there's no standard to transgress. Verse 9, Paul reflects on a time before he was aware of the law, a state of innocence. But once the law became clear to him, sin became active, leading to spiritual death. Verse 10, the commandment, which was supposed to guide to life and righteousness, instead becomes a path to spiritual death due to sin's manipulation of the law. Verse 11, sin deceives the individual, using the commandment as a tool. The law, intended for good, is twisted by sin to result in death. Verse 12, despite its exploitation by sin, the law itself is good, holy, and righteous. The problem lies not in the law, but in human sinfulness. This passage illustrates Paul's complex understanding of the law, sin, and human nature. He sees the law as good because it is from God, and reveals His holy standards. However, due to human sinful nature, the law becomes a tool that sin uses to bring about death and separation from God.